Alright, so next I'm going to show you the method using the magnetic rollers. And I prefer this method simply because I get more volume in the front. I like my hair to fall a certain way, which flatters me most. And that's another thing about doing that, whatever method works for you. You want to make sure that it flatters you. Alright, so what I do is I separate the part I want to leave out and comb that out so that it is as flat as possible. And then I just take my roller and I'm gonna kind of do it like the pin curl, where I put it under the hair. I put it at about midway, and then I'm just going to wrap it around. But when I'm wrapping, I am not going to twirl it because that's going to give me more of a spiral curl. I'm going to wrap it and keep the hair flat against the roller. And by doing so, I'm simply holding the hair in between my two fingers. So in between my index and holding it with my thumb, I'm using my middle finger to hold it in place as I wrap. See, so I'm using those three fingers to wrap. Alright, then I'm going to finish the roll up to my scalp. Make sure that it's against my head. And then I'm going to put the magnetic part on top, and that's going to hold the curl in place. I like to do my curls going forward so that when I do my hair in the morning, I have the most volume. And I'll show you what I mean when I take this out in the morning. And same thing with my pin curls. I like to do them coming forward so that I have the most volume. So here I'm going to show you again how I get the roller on there. So I'm going to come about midway. I'm going to wrap it. See, mistakes happen, but don't worry, that's cool. I'm going to when I'm rolling it up, I'm going to cover the end of the hair so that I don't have to worry about the ends unraveling as I'm twirling it up. Alright, then I just put the magnetic part at the top, and boom. So this is the most important part. I don't care about this. I would leave this in Bantu knots, which I think I'm probably going to do. But I'm going to show you how to do with the flexi rods, because I mean, they came out good, but because of the length of my hair, it didn't really give me that much curl. But the curls came out good. They came out nice. But because it's not that long, it gave it a very big wave or whatever. So, I mean, that's cool if that's what you want. But it didn't make a difference between using these and doing my two Bantu knots. Whereas these take more time. It's just not worth it for me. So, to continue, I am going to use smaller pieces in the front. I'm going to grab smaller pieces of hair so I have more curls. And then the back I'll do larger. So that's why I used about only 4 or 5 rollers, flexi rods. And to do that, I'm going to section off a rectangle of hair. In this case, I did it up until before my ear. And then I'm just going to comb it out, make sure that it's nice and smooth. And then I'm going to grab the hair, put the roller behind the hair, and roll it around. Now this you can wrap and twirl. It doesn't matter. It'll give you different curls. And then I just push the top down. And then I have my end that I'm holding here, and I'm going to just push the end of the roller up on that end. Kind of get in the crease if you can. If not, no big deal. By pushing it up on that end, it should hold it together. So I'm going to do the next section. So I have my hair split in half. So I took that part before my ear because I wanted it to be a smaller part. And then that whatever I have left of that half, I'm just going to split in two and do the rollers. And again, because the length of my hair, I can get away with doing this amount since it gives me a larger, more relaxed look. But if your hair is longer, you may not be able to get away with it simply because it'll be too much hair on the roller and it might not stay. But I mean, by all means, go ahead and try it. So I rolled it. I'm going to push it down. Then I'm going to, this end piece I have here, I'm going to push this up on it. And there. And then I'm going to roll it up to the roots so the roots are nice and tight. Push that part down. And push this part up. And boom. I like this method because it's pretty quick. You know, as long as you know what you're doing, it shouldn't take very long whatsoever. And of course, that's the goal. You know, don't want to take long getting ready for bed, and don't want to take long getting ready for work. Because I don't know about you, but I love my sleep and I'm always late. So I need to get as much sleep as I can and get ready as quick as I can. And then I will show you how I take it down in the morning, which is the quickest, easiest, most fun, if you will, part about this process, because it's so simple and quick, and taking it out and then seeing the outcome of how freaking gorgeous you look is the fun part. It's priceless. And the fun part is also not using any heat whatsoever. And it's not like we have a whole bunch of rollers to take out of our hair. It's super simple. And then I'm going to take my triangle net, which you can get at any beauty supply store. And I'm just going to place it over the rollers. Last night when I did it, I ended up missing one of the rollers, and I had to try to, one of the rollers in the front actually, and I had to try to squeeze it under the net after I had tied it because I wasn't going to take it off and do it again. And you could tie it whichever way works for you. I like to do just a simple little bow because it's simple and easy to take out in the morning. And like I said, simple and easy is the goal. And then I have a large bonnet here, larger than usual. I don't think I have my other bonnet near me to show you the different size, but just get an extra large bonnet. That'll do the job. And you could go to sleep with just the net, but I like using the bonnet because I want to ensure that I have the most shine in the morning. Another thing I noticed was that I don't have to use any extra oil, sheen or oil, whatever. I like to do that at night so that in case my oils have a scent to it or something like that, like if I'm using a hair growth oil, I don't have to worry about smelling like that in the morning, or that smell mixing with my perfume, or whatever the case it might be. I just put it on in the evening and then just put my rollers in, and then the oil sets in my hair, so it's nourishing my hair throughout the night, and then therefore the oil is set into the hair shaft and my hair is more shiny in the morning, versus trying to just do a trying to put some oil on it quickly in the morning, and it doesn't really sit in your hair and penetrate the shaft too much, because you have all the environmental factors contributing into it. It's kind of like a deep condition, if you will, if you do it in the evening and then put your rollers on and take out your rollers in the morning. It's just science, girl. That's all I can tell you. So this is what I do at night, and then in the morning I'm going to show you how I take it out and how you will look flawless.